Check out. Check out my melody. Quite the melody we have in store today, yeah. Macho Man in the saddle again. Riding high, riding that suplex train. Yeah, welcome in and welcome all.
Suplex Studies.
What's up? Eric here. Today, solo for Side Suplex number 15. You can catch Suplex Studies, a regular show, resuming again next week. Yeah, Gator couldn't be here this week. Got a little busy. And, yeah, he'll catch y'all on the flippity flip-flop. But it is I here, bringing you a little wrestling action to discuss once again. And yeah, it was a pretty good week of wrestling. What did I watch this week? I started my week with a little Monday Night Raw. Kind of unlikely for me to do so these days, but thought, what the hell? It was Tuesday the other day, and I turned on the replay and checked that out. For the most part, I was kind of working on a couple other things, had it on the background, so I wasn't like super engaged into it, but I did find myself really engaged towards the end of the show with that main event in particular. One CM Punk versus Finn Balor. Oh yes, what a good main. Probably the best part of that Monday Night Raw that I thought. But I thought it was really cool to see Finn Balor back in the main event spot. This guy has such aura, as they say these days. Has always had it, though. Dude's the fucking man. Prince Devitt. The Prince versus Punk. Yes, Eric. It was a good match, but I did not get it done. I did not get the World Heavyweight Championship. Not this time. Yeah, Finn, unfortunately, you succumb to the go to sleep. But fortunately for me, this Raw did not put me to sleep. And probably not many others as well. Thought it was pretty entertaining. Good time, but dude, I think Finn Balor has every right to be World Heavyweight Champion at some point. I don't know how much time he has left in this WWE run, but man, it would really suck if he didn't make it back to the top of the mountain there. He hasn't won a world title in the company since, I guess, the Universal Championship back in 2016, but unless you're counting that NXT title run, might have been, 2018, 2019 or some shit, but I don't think anyone really counts NXT Championship wins as world title wins, so I don't think they've ever really been classified as such. But either way, that it's been a really fucking long time. And yeah, dude, Finn has it all. I think he should be a world champion in this company. What do you think out there? I think he had an awesome showing against CM Punk. And yeah, I want to see more of him in this main event slot. I'm sure we'll see him in the Royal Rumble. Damn, that's already next Saturday. Holy shit. I'm not going to be here in San Antonio that day. I'll be actually checking out Collision that same day of the Rumble. But I think the Rumble... Yeah, I'll be in Arlington. I think the Rumble is in the morning since it's in Saudi Arabia, so I might be able to check it out early on in the day. Go check out Collision live at the Esports Stadium. Oh, hell yeah. It's gonna be a damn good motherfucking time. That's for damn sure, Eric. What's up, everybody? Stone Cold Stan Arlington saying what the fuck is up before you're in Arlington. Ha ha. What up, Stan? Nice to see you again. Welcome in the Side Suplex. Oh, hell yeah. But yeah, that was my favorite part of Raw this week. I didn't get to check out SmackDown last night. What else happened? Some NXT. I don't watch NXT Tizzle. I did not watch episode 2 of TNA this week on the AMC. That was kind of cool, though. I watched the finish for that show. Seeing the system kind of reset here. Moose got kicked out. And they had also, was it Eddie Edwards, Yambag Jones, what's his face, Fandango on his way out. So that was pretty cool to see. It looks like Bronson Reed joined them as well in the system. I'd really like to see Brian Myers take the reins here and, really be that true leader of the system and go for that TNA World Championship. I think it's time, dude. Brian Myers, put the rocket on his back all the way to the top. Sorry, Santana. You might have another short reign in ya. Nah, probably not, but maybe Brian does get in the mix there. Who knows? Maybe there might be a power struggle in that group. I'm not really sure, man. Not sure how that'll shape up, but that was the biggest thing I saw come out of TNA this week. What else we got here in the realm of NXT and WWE? I love WWE. I love it. Well, I kind of like it these days. Not my favorite shows, but still, there's always a little something for me mixed in. Let's see. Oh, yeah. What do we... Oh, there's a Saturday night's main event tonight. Holy shit, I completely forgot. We got Nakamura and AJ Styles going at it. Potentially for the last time. That should be good. I don't know. Oh, yeah, AJ Styles, yeah. What do you think? Is he gonna really leave the WWE, huh? I don't know. Jesus Christ. Y'all hear Lita out there? I just fed her and everything. Still complaining. Little Lita. That little funny girl. Kitty. The fuck was I talking about? Oh, AJ Styles. Yeah. Oh, yeah, AJ Styles, yeah. Does he leave WWE? I don't know. Is he actually retiring? I don't know. Do I want to see him go to AEW? Yes. Fucking absolutely right I do. I want to see Omega Ospreay. Omega Ospreay. Yeah, both of those guys actually would be great opponents for AJ Styles. I meant to say Styles Ospreay. Styles Omega. Hell. Styles Swerve. Styles Danielson. Styles Joe. God, the list goes on and on, man. How many fucking awesome matches can we get out of AJ in AEW? Does he even want to be there? I don't know. We can hope. Oh, geez. What else we got over here? Oh, yeah. It's been all but decided. All but reported, yeah. Powerhouse Hobbs, well... Formerly so, yeah. He's gonna be in the WWE. Yep. And, God, it's kind of been the talk of a lot of threads I've been seeing and whatnot. Not Instagram threads. I don't use that fucking shit. Just on X and everything else. But Powerhouse Hobbs might be known as Royce Keys. For sure. Well, maybe not. I don't know. There was some sort of filing. The rumor mill churns again. But, god dang it, man. Why the fuck? Royce Keys, bro? Royce Keys. Apparently, Hobbs' son's name is Royce, though. So, that's kind of a cool ode. But, damn, I don't know. I really like the name of Will Hobbs. Even Powerhouse Hobbs works perfectly, I think. But... you can't win them all. There goes Lita again. Crying away. You probably heard her in the background. Fucking little bitch. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that name. What say you out there? Do you like the name Royce Keys? I'm still going to call him Hobbs. Fuck all that noise. But, yeah, that's about it there on the double E. And I'm not watching Unreal. I've been seeing the clips coming out, but I don't really give a shit about that show. You watching it out there? You let me know. Do you like it? I'm not really tuned in. So, well, I just saw like the LA Knight clip and Road Dogg and whatnot. I thought it was all, it's just not really my style of show. I'm not into reality TV series, and even though you can argue that like regular wrestling shows are some sort of reality show, but I actually no, fuck that. Weekly wrestling shows, they have their own style and flavor, but yeah, reality TV, not really my cup of tea, if you will. But now let's move on to a little AEW discussion here. I really enjoyed AEW Dynamite this past Wednesday. I thought it was a fucking awesome show. As always, it kind of is, that in my opinion. AEW has been on such a fucking awesome run the last few months. Hell, the last year even. And I just had a really good time watching Dynamite the other night. I really, really liked that street fight between the Death Riders and the Don Callis family. I think this feud is really interesting in that it's helping push the Death Riders into that face role now. We kind of saw that face turn with Moxley back at the pay-per-view, the last one, World's End, where he wins the Continental Championship and has that big, awesome face promo. And it was kind of a tide turning there for that group. And now that you put them against the Don Callis family, the main heel faction in AEW, it's kind of like you're pushing that audience, that live audience especially, to cheer for these guys and the Death Riders. And I think that's a good path now, if they're actually leaning into them being the good guys, and or more like the gray between the black and white, maybe more of that anti-hero. Maybe the Death Riders don't give a shit if you cheer them or boo them. They're just doing their thing, and we're just along for the ride. I think it bodes well for this group, and I really like what they're doing here. Moxley's the fucking shit, dude, and God, I mean, what? You have Pac, Claudio, Marina Shafir. This group is so cool, man. Wheeler, Danny Garcia on the wings as well. I really like that. I really did also enjoy Kenny Omega and Josh Alexander's singles match. I thought that was really good and really amped up this Kenny run for this World Championship. He wants his second reign with that AEW World Championship. And, man, it's really hard to say who's going to get the first crack here. Or not really the first crack, since Bandito did with MJF. The second crack, rather. Who's going to get it next? I feel like maybe Samoa Joe does before any of these other world title suitors in Swerve, Hanger, Omega. Actually, it might be Brody King. He's the one who came out and met face to face with MJF. But man, I'm kind of really curious who gets the spot at Revolution, which is slated for, I think, March 13th or the 15th, somewhere around there. That's the big, like, money match, really big pay-per-view match. I think maybe Omega gets his shot there, and shit, I think I'd have him winning it. Fuck it, man. These short title reigns for the AEW World Title have been they've been pretty good. I really haven't minded them so much. I don't think they've devalued the world title in AEW, because it is still, I think it is the top prize in pro wrestling, along with the IWGP World Championship, or the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, that is now. Those are the top two titles in my eyes. The WWE Championship is kind of down a peg for me under those titles because there is the World Heavyweight Championship that opposes it, even though it's called the Undisputed WWE Championship. Like, it is disputed, in fact, because there's a whole ass other world champion over here.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a bunch of bullshit to me. If I had it my way, it would just be the WWE Championship. You're goddamn right, Eric.
Yeah, thanks, Stan. You get it.
Oh, hell yeah.
But, yeah, what say you, Cody?
Well, damn, I mean, you make a really good case there. I see what you're saying. I did hold that undisputed WWE Championship on 2 occasions now. And I see where your head's at with that, man. I really do. Even Drew McIntyre was talking the shit, the same thing this week.
Yeah, I mean, to my point, boom, Drew McIntyre was talking all that shit and saying how Punk is beneath him because he doesn't have the world title in WWE with the long history, this epic lineage, through all the reigns and eras, I meant to say there. The WWE Championship is that top title there, but it will forever really not be if they have this other world title kind of clouding that space in the World Heavyweight Championship. So, I don't know. Yeah, all that to say, Kenny Omega, he has to be AEW World Champion sometime this year, man. I don't know when or how you do it, but I think it's time again for the guy. What else we got here? Oh, we got a debuting tag team on AEW Dynamite this week in Alec Pierce and Oliver. I was to say Oliver Jonathan Oliver, rather. Yeah, I like these guys. They were cool. I hadn't seen any of their work before, but I'm pretty much sold on them. They had a good outing against FTR right away, and they're going up against, who is it, Doyle and Davis tonight on Collision. Well, it was pre-taped, so I got that to look forward to tonight. Probably
Cook up a pizza or some shit. I don't know. It's gonna be a good time.
It sure is, Stan. But yeah, no, I like these guys. I think they have a cool look. They had matching gear already, so I'm excited to see this new tag team here. I do miss the Outrunners on AEW weekly shows. I haven't been tapped into Ring of Honor, so I've been missing their run over there with Dalton Castle. So no, yeah, this tag division is fucking loaded in AEW, and it's cool to see some more competitors there in that division. We'll see where they go from here. One big thing I noticed this week on Dynamite was a really, really cool backstage promo by the Triangle of Madness. They've really, really been coming into their own lately. And, dude, I think it's so cool to see them get better and better and more comfortable in these promos. They've come a long way already in this brief run together. I think they've been paired up for close to half a year maybe already by now, at least a third of a year, something like that. And no, I thought it was a very cool promo. Tekla is so commanding. I think, dude, I want to see her as world champion too. I mean, shit. I think she's got everything at her disposal there. But she has a really cool cadence and style to her voice and delivery and everything. I think I find her, I don't know if menacing is the term, but she's very, she commands my attention, that's for sure. And both Julia and Sky are also getting more vocal And damn, Julia laying the gauntlet down to Willow also for the TBS title. Like, dude, I was like, holy shit, man. I hadn't thought about that feud in so long because it was very short-lived. So, seeing that come out and be on the table now a couple years later after, Willow beat Julia, I think they were saying, or I can't remember exactly what, but they do have history there. And dude, fucking Triangle of Madness, super dope. I think Sky and Julia will probably get a crack at those tag titles at some point too. So no, hats off to them. Great dyno this week. Ready for some Collision. Shit, I might even watch some Saturday Night's Main Event tonight. I don't even know what's main eventing that.
What the fuck? I'm gonna have to check it out. I don't know.
Yeah, Eric, you gotta be in on the shit these days, WWE, we're just on fire, bro. Royal Rumble, I declared, baby. What the fuck is up? What do you want to talk about?
Well, guess we're all about done with our chatter this week on Side Suplex number 15. Thanks for being with me this week, and we will be back to our regularly scheduled program next week. We're going to be checking out Taz versus Shane Douglas from, I almost said AEW, ECW, Guilty as Charged. I believe it's 1999. There's kind of no way to watch it, so unless you have the WWE Network, which I just found out is only in Germany, Austria, maybe Switzerland and Italy or some shit, but thanks to the VPN, I'm good to go, baby. So, yeah, we're checking it out on there, which still has all of the ECW shiznits. So, yeah, if you want to study up, get ready for next week, feel free to do so. I'll catch you next time. Have a great weekend. Peace. Bye.